The B-side in boxing.
B-side shit.
B-side.
B-side.
And the B-side.
You got a B-side.
The B-side.
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 That B-side thing.
This is the B-Sides Boxing Podcast.
I gotta do my wind up. It's like I'm a pitcher with this one.
Looking.
Yeah. We ready to rock?
Rock and roll, baby.
Ready to fucking roll. Boxing B-sides. Back up in your fucking ears. Joined by the homies. Alex, Josh. The one and only Alex. How could I have forgotten?
The one and only.
How we doing,
John
fellas?
King Good, Alex.
We'll bring that. Dude, come on. Leave that last podcast. Leave that in the last podcast.
That's the legacy.
For all intents and purposes, I was under the influence of Joshua's yapping.
Yeah.
Right, right, guys.
It was just you were just flowing. You were weaving.
It was a fuck up. It was a fuck up.
Yeah, we did get a text. We did get a text on that one from good old Matt saying Don King is bad. What the hell? Thank you.
Hey, that's rage bait. Everybody knows rage bait.
That's
Rage bait. Yeah. Okay.
That's a good way to put it. Oh, man. All right, we got a lot to get into. So, just really quick, extending the olive branch to our fellows over at Ultimate Effing Casuals. Wherever you're listening to this, you can find Ultimate Effing Casuals there, too. If you're into MMA or you're MMA curious, then this week, it's fucking really light. There's an event on Saturday that's not very good, so I just wanted to point this one out really quick. On the 30th, that's a Friday. It'll be in the morning, starting around like 5:30 on the West Coast. It's in Thailand. It's one Friday fights. That's like their development prospect hunting series. It's mostly Muay Thai. So if you like boxing and you're like a purist, but maybe you want to try it out, Muay Thai is brutal. There's no grappling allowed. There's no grabbing. The only way that you can clinch, you are actively kneeing each other or elbowing each other. It's the only way you can clinch. So it's a good sampler if you want to try crossing the street a little bit. I like Muay Thai, so I'm always going to promote it as best I can.
Fair enough. The highlights I see on Instagram are usually pretty fun. So
yeah, it's good. Shanada was always like reticent to try, and then once she did, it was like, wow, what have I been missing?
Yeah.
But let's move into our recaps here. Wednesday, May 14th, as the Australians are wont to do, they had their fights. It was started around 1 in the morning on the West Coast here. A lot of shit on here, but the only one I really wanted to point out was Sam Goodman. He gets a pretty lame UD over the unknown, unheralded Cesar Vaca. A lot of cuts on Sam Goodman's face.
It's unusual.
Yeah, it sounds like pretty standard fare for a Sam Goodman event.
Standard Sammy?
Yeah.
Shrug. Yeah, I just like to point out the people who are like the contenders.
Like bro wasted a good couple months of into his career in his prime. So, shrug.
Yeah, fuck Sam Goodman.
Saturday, May 17th. There are a few cards on here. None of them are major, but there are a lot of a lot of good stuff that happens here.
The Matchroom one was major.
Major outcome.
Yeah.
So just two leading up to the main event, George Liddard, TKO5 over Aaron Sutton, and Kieran Conway, TKO4 over Jerome Warburton. Shouting those out for Lynn, where she's getting onboarded into the Familia.
Yeah, the Lux family.
She's coming on to one of the podcasts.
Yeah, it's a Boxing Before Dark. She's gonna be the Brit slop fucking expert.
Brit slop enjoyer.
One day we're gonna have on the show, dude. I'm gonna tell you something. She is very, very passionate.
I know.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go toe to toe with her about Berlanga and Shiraz, dude. Because we have like, I
Oh
don't know if you
man.
guys know. I don't know if you guys know about it, about the Shiraz Berlanga beef that we have.
No, I
So-
didn't. I didn't know you had anything going.
So, well, there was one day in the server, and you can look it up, where I made the claim that Berlanga was gonna kick Shiraz's ass because Shiraz is ass. Shiraz, right?
Yeah.
And she
Yeah,
was on
Shiraz.
this long, like 1-page rant about how Berlanga has done nothing in his career and how Shiraz has done so much in so little time. And it was like part of it that I said was it was kind of rage bait, but I to the fans out there, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm praying at least that Berlanga KOs Shiraz, and I think he can, maybe. But yeah, she was really passionate about that to the point where she made a bet to everybody in the server at that time that if Shiraz loses, she'll give $10 to each person in the server. At least that was
jeez.
active.
That is very passionate. Holy shit.
She
I'm
should
like,
buy us
Jesus Christ.
several cases of ramen instead.
You might be fucking church of chicken, dude. I'm like, God
Oh,
damn,
yeah.
are you that passionate, dude? I wanna speak to you about some boxing, like on the live on the mic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bring her on here one day.
I'm trying to.
Be
I'm
funny,
looking at their resumes, and Hamza doesn't have a whole lot going on here. So I'm not sure what. I think it's just like the personal British bias, where
Oh yeah,
like making a big deal out of Tyler Denny.
yeah. It's like Isaac's Canelo bias.
Yeah.
You guys know. You guys know about that one too, right? You
Yes,
guys got
of course.
Yeah.
He said he was gonna KO fucking Skull. Sorry,
You know
I gotta
what?
say this again on the mic, bro. That was wild. Okay, you're my Invincible, bro. You're my Keyshawn, bro.
It's a fair
My Vargas, bro.
take if you think
Wow.
if you hadn't watched Skull before, like fair enough take.
If you haven't seen Canelo in like 2 years, then that's a fair enough take. But still, bro.
Nah, Skull is shitty enough to get KO'd by Canelo. He just didn't even want to be there to get KO'd.
Nah, I'm getting rage baited.
This isn't even rage bait. Skull fucking stinks.
I think it was more the part of Canelo, but that's me.
Oh, we already had this
Yeah, we
discussion.
did.
It's just a repeat, bro. This is gonna be a repeat.
Yeah, this is gonna be a rehash. Yeah.
All right. Moving into the main event here, David Allen stops Johnny Fisher in 5.
Holy
Yes.
crap!
Stops, capital, all letters, stops Johnny Fisher.
Oh yeah.
Johnny Fisher's the closest he's ever been to an AJ fight at this point.
Is this the end of the Bosch?
No, he's just the new Dave Allen.
Oh, he's taking his place. At the
We
bottom of
talked
the
about
pile.
this. We've talked about this. Johnny Fisher's gonna get put in because he sells tickets like Dave Allen did.
Yeah, he's going to be put on the
against-
undercards for stuff that's not selling very well.
Yeah, like the automatic like injection of tickets against like actually good prospects. Like if you remember Dave Allen's fought guys like Dillian White and Luis Ortiz, and like he kind of broke into relevancy when Nick Webb was supposed to be good, and it turned out he wasn't.
He's gonna be fighting
Yeah, he
the
stopped him
comers.
pretty early, right?
Yeah, same fourth round. Yeah.
He's
But it's
heavyweight
gonna be
Giovanni
that-
Cabrera.
It's gonna be that type of up and down where he's the new Dave Allen.
And who's Dave Allen now?
I don't know, the guy AJ's gonna break in half for a get well fight.
2 fights away from AJ.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I said Johnny Fisher's the new Dave Allen. That's why he's 2 fights away from AJ now. He's 2 fights away from AJ. Dave Allen is 2 fights away from Tyson Fury.
That's assuming Tyson Fury
God.
comes back.
He said he's not coming back.
Yeah, so he says.
So he says.
Oh, he said.
What can be next for David Allen? Like, legitimately, I know that we're like memeing about AJ and stuff.
No, like an AJ and like a get well fight, because AJ's like
Oh, he's having
there's
surgery and he's not going to be back.
there's
for another
not there's not much for AJ that is like 100% guaranteed confidence.
Can I say something for Dave Allen?
Fire away.
Yeah.
Like, I think he would be the perfect fight for Moses Saitama as a stepping
No, I
stone.
think Moses is beyond him. I think I agree, but also I like Dave Allen.
And also we're gonna talk about. I think we're gonna talk about Moses next week, or is it this week?
I think that's next.
I think he's next week. Yeah.
Okay, and we'll talk about it more next time.
But
But I think Moses Saitama could be a good
I
one.
like Dave Allen too much. Like I feel like let him cash out with like an AJ fight, because like AJ does need like a fight for confidence real bad. I don't think it's debatable, but like any dangerous heavyweight probably scares AJ into not fighting his best after what happened with Dubois.
And you know what? We'll see if that happens. We'll see. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
I think that Itama's a little bit too early, a little too fresh to be put in with David Allen. Not that he couldn't win. That's not what I mean. But
No.
he's still not. The metal isn't hot enough for the David Allen heat, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Someone who's a little bit further along, like what's his name, Fabio Wardley.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
about-
yeah.
That level of guy, I think, is where you want to have David Allen next. Like, assuming Fabio Wardley gets past Justice Hooney, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which he should.
he
He
should.
totally should.
But I'm not going to say he should, because I have that beef with Lynn myself. Justice Hooney's going to win. I don't even really care that much about Justice Hooney, but
I was to say Australian heavyweight, like, yeah,
Enough said. Enough
Yeah.
said. Australian heavyweight.
yeah.
for David Allen, isn't
I think
Dillian
he just,
White
like-
coming up?
Oh, I think he beats Dillian White
I do
like,
too.
at this, like not by knockout or anything, but just by like a decision where like David Allen is somehow the less washed, less fat old man.
That would be a pretty alright fight, I guess.
Yeah, I think it'd be okay.
Battle of the Wash.
Yeah, I don't think Dave Allen. Like, I think Dave Allen's aged well in terms of like he isn't washed because he kind of never was, you know.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Like he never really had like a peak. Like this might be his peak.
Career peak doesn't
Yeah.
line up
Yeah,
with his
of course.
physical peak.
I'm gonna say, yeah. His physical I think
He's
powerful.
never like the thing. Even when he was in shape, though, like he weirdly boxed worse when he was in shape. Like he's very very strange. How he's either been in shape and had like nothing. It's like even Lucas Brown pieced him up before he put Lucas Brown away. But like here, I think it might just be Johnny Fisher making him look good too. But like he's displayed some competence lately that he kind of didn't have prior.
Murat Gassiev.
Yeah, that's some it's expired stock.
Quite.
White. I think White, and then AJ. If AJ still needs that confidence builder.
Depending on the turnaround time, because AJ's in surgery and won't be ready until around the end of June.
That's why you do White. You do White first, and then AJ. He has surgery, but he also needs time to retrain basically
Yeah.
and rehab. So the timeline would line up. You make White and Allen in like July, and then in the late fall you give AJ the confidence builder of the winter.
On like a button on a Riyadh card or something.
Yeah, like AJ just like both guys. Like AJ does both guys dirty, but AJ needs that confidence so bad.
They could probably do it on the Ben Eubank rematch if they ever do one. Put
Oh,
that shit
yeah.
on the undercard.
Ben Eubank rematch. You put AJ
AJ's on the
Allen on the
undercard.
Ben Eubank. Yeah.
That would sell
Oh,
like a million pay-per-view.
that would sell. That would actually sell. But like, oh boy, how times have changed, man. Chris Eubanks still not fighting any actual world beaters. AJ
Well, he
still
did
fighting.
fight. He fought Conor Ben.
Conor Ben is not a world class opponent, bro.
That was a world class fight. I'm not calling it a world class opponent. I'm just saying it was a world class fight.
I guess.
That fight was better than most of the fights this year, and most of the world class fights this year.
This is a slight. That's a negative for this year.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
That's a negative for this year. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
Well, there's still been a lot of good fights this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
I think you just gotta be unfair to the year itself. It's not like it was during the boxing dark ages of a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Matchroom
Matchroom Fight Camp, Dark Ages.
Those were the days.
Those were
the
that
days.
was a
Triller
dark
days,
time.
too.
I actually didn't mind the Triller cards. They were stupid but fun.
Actually, we're coming up on that time of the year where we're going to be picking our best of the year so far.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
The mid-year
My first award selection.
Anything more for David Allen and Johnny Fisher?
Welcome to British journeyman status, Fisher. He'll be stuck there until he beats the next Johnny Fisher.
The next Rhino.
Yeah. He's the next Rhino. He's the even whiter Rhino. Bosh. Big John closed all his Instagram comments down after the loss.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
He started getting fucking trolled on Instagram. It was hilarious.
good.
No, he deserves it. It was hilarious.
But Big John.
But he was getting fucking trolled.
We love to see it.
Marv Nation, same day, Thunder Studios.
Man, Marv Nation's still around. That's crazy.
That's
the real headline.
They popped up as like a joke. How many years
Like
ago?
they're the BLK prime of their day, bro. They were a joke.
Yeah. And now here they are promoting some of the Vargas kids.
It's sad.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of. Fernando Vargas should be like, probably a golden boy fighter or anything.
There's a crazy amount of Vargases. You can't sign them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top Rank
There's so many of them.
Top Rank is 2 out of 3 with the
Top Rank took the good ones.
with the Davis ones.
Yeah.
But Fernando Vargas Jr., the oldest, and I think the largest of the Vargas brothers.
He has the least amount of upside.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with him. He's still pretty good. It's just like the other two Vargases are more promising talents.
I disagree. I don't like Amato's.
I'm not too keen on Amato either.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of his. I think it goes Amato, Fernando, and Emiliano.
Emiliano, obviously it's Emiliano, but
that's funny because he's a lot better than the other two. And a lot better. But they were both trained by the same guy. All of them were trained by the same guy.
Yeah. I feel like it's also just age too at some point. Like I feel like you can still like Amato at least like he's still got 4 years. He's 4 years younger than Vargas Jr. So I guess if you treat him like a project guy, you can still work him up.
Yeah, he's still climbing up and he's doing better like every time.
He's a project guy for sure. But
Yeah,
I feel like time's on his side for Top Rank.
Well, he's gonna go the route of Lindolfo. He might gain some notoriety a little later on, but I don't think he's gonna touch a title any time, in my opinion.
But it's a business, sadly. Like, and
Emiliano's the one.
Emiliano is the one, but I mean, Amato is more deserving of any kind of push than Nico Ali Walsh.
Is he still getting
Now
pushed?
that.
No, he's done.
Good.
Fine, finally, they were still pushing him for a while.
I can't believe that. I just recently figured out that he was related to Muhammad Ali.
I don't believe
That
you.
was the whole marketing. Yeah, maybe. Oh, it like barely.
I can't believe that they didn't market that much.
Half grandnephew, 6 times removed.
You know what? Like, I think if they marketed that, they probably could have made $1
They
million
did.
off that dude.
They did. That's all they
No,
said.
they didn't, bro. No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
They
I did not
literally
hear. I did not hear that one time.
that was Top Rank's whole marketing thing.
This is news to me, man. I have no idea
Yeah,
where
this is news to me. If they marketed Nico Ali
The fuck?
Walsh as fucking Muhammad Ali's grandson, dude, that would have been selling stadiums.
The issue is that he sucks. The issue is that he sucks really badly. Like you can't there's not a shred of that
Really?
Ali blood in him.
I could not believe that.
He sucks. He sucks so much. Like he was under the Top Rank protection program. He's 10-2.
Isn't it
Okay.
10-2-1? Because he got that
one
lucky
of them
draw.
He got that draw, and then it got changed to a no contest because his opponent did some weed.
Oh, that doesn't count. That counts as a win for the opponent. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
You handicap yourself like that.
Opponent was smoking weed and got popped for it. So that's 10-2-1 in the Top Rank protection program is crazy.
He must have not really been that good of a fighter.
No, because they fed him like club fighters exclusively, but not even not seasoned ones, like just club fighters.
If he was a PBC, he would have gotten a title by now. I guarantee you.
I don't. I think PBC would have put him with a trainer who can actually train
Yeah.
instead of just the Top Rank gym.
You think Fernando Vargas could have beat Nico?
Yes,
Yeah.
a million times. Yes, Nico's so bad.
Yeah.
I'm
Nico's
stopping
so
the debate.
bad.
Nico is actually ass. But
He's
he's a
so
good
bad.
commentator.
Yeah,
He's a
he's
really
a
good
commentator now.
Yeah.
I really like his commentary.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised that his commentary is pretty good. He's still like growing into himself with it. But moving to 360 promotions. There's only 3 that I wanted to point out here. Omar Trinidad gets a UD over Alexander Espinosa. Another kind of boring decision for Omar.
Man, he'll get a shot someday.
Right.
It's not.
He's got a WBC trinket. He'll work his way up.
Yeah, especially at featherweight, it's pretty open.
Mizuki Hiruta, UD over Carla Marino. WBO super flyweight title was on the line.
Not even close.
No, one-sided beatdown.
Not even close.
Mizuki's on a collision course with Gabby Fundora. I don't think it goes well for her. For Mizuki, I mean.
No, but she'll still be a good opponent for.
It would be a good fight.
I think it'll be a good fight for sure.
The best you can hope is that it's competitive here, and we're not just watching Gabby waste away with subpar opposition. It's good that good opponents are coming up.
Well, the problem with
Challenger.
Gabby is it subpar competition or is the lack of competition as well?
It's both.
It's both. Well, the thing is that you want her to fight good opponents, but if she makes them, if she makes them look bad, there's nothing wrong with that. So it's good that there's good opponents coming up. If they don't match up to her, that's fine. The issue is when you run into a Clarissa Shields moment where you don't have good opponents and they're just beneath you. You'd make them look like fools to begin with.
Yeah, Clarissa Shields is kind of cooked.
She has no good competition ever. At any realistic weight class.
That's just kind of how I feel about boxing is. Once you take out the best competition,
There's nothing.
there's nothing else.
It's better. It's better than it used to be. It used to be you'd get two fighters in the sport, period,
Yeah.
who are any good. Here, at least, it's the fact that we got Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano in the same vicinity of weight classes is pretty good.
We got lucky.
Clarissa Shields in the upper weight classes, hopefully that gets more people in there. And of course, Gabby Fundora is gonna fry people in the lower weight classes. But again, there's gonna be good opponents coming up, which is it. Like again, there used to be like 2 good women in the sport period, and maybe they'd fight each other with one making like severe concessions in the weight class department.
We'll see what happens with her.
Yeah. Again, at the very least, it's gonna be a good fight on paper.
Well, Mizuki is still fun. She's got her fun little ring attire. Does this big reveal every time. It's still pretty enjoyable. What was not quite as enjoyable? Sergey Bohachuk versus Michael Fox.
Yeah, Bohachuk kind of got away with that one.
Yeah, it was a bit of a stinker. A little bit.
I'll tell you, it's funny how fast the boxing fans switch up, because in the server, dude, it went from, oh my god, Bohachuk is must-watch television to he's overrated, he's washed, he's a bum.
I don't know about all that. Jesus.
I don't know about that's a bit. That's always how online discourse is, though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying how I saw in the server, dude.
Like I'm an NBA Twitter fiend. It's the same thing. 7-game series, but one game it's a super team, and the other game it's oh man,
they'd lose to college
teams. These players are tread. Yeah, like here's the list of WNBA players I'd rather have. Like,
they just did Bohachuk dirty.
Yeah. That being said, Bohachuk definitely got away with this one. Like, Michael Fox, like, employed a good game plan, and I don't know, might have been a style thing too, honestly.
Yeah, style probably made it kind of boring. But you know what? I mean, I just think it's just one fight, dude. It's not. Bohachuk's always had some, decent fights.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I just think this is way too close than what it should have been.
Yeah, of course.
But again, one bad night, but I mean, I guess this might be good for Bohachuk overall. Might convince someone to take him as an opponent.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so.
Get him off a fucking UFC Fight Pass, hopefully.
God,
yeah, because the thing is that like, well, Bohachuk is like low reward, very high risk, but now like with this performance being kind of shitty, the risk is definitely
down.
Not as much risk.
And it was hard to find that stream too.
Yeah, I cannot.
It was super hard.
Stand this UFC Fight Pass shit.
Oh yeah, no man, that's just what it is.
I love how so the UFC Fight Pass is part of the UFC. It's Dana White, right?
It is.
So why the fuck are they trying to do fucking TKO then?
Because they're trying to do that with Turkey Al Sheikh.
Why didn't Turkey buy out UFC Fight Pass itself? Or something, dude.
I think it's easier to start your own promotion than to buy out an American promotion.
Yeah, buying out 360 shouldn't be as hard because they're not very big, but
yeah,
still would be easier to start your own.
I guess. Or I mean, it's not even a promotion; it's gonna be a fucking league, apparently. I don't believe that. I think
no, it doesn't look like it's gonna be much of anything after Turkey seems to have pulled out.
Oh yeah, the drama with Las Vegas. Harris Crawford and Canelo's going to be on Saturday again. Once again.
Yeah.
They're going to be competing with the UFC.
Oh, well, hopefully. I remember Kovalev had a nice nap before the fight.
Oh, yeah. That was, this fight, this is going to dominate that weekend for sure.
Yeah, legendary screenshot.
Both of them laying down and chilling. Gloves already on.
Yeah.
So what?
I'll post it in the server.
Low risk or low reward, high risk for Bohachuk. What could be next for him?
Honestly, like someone who needs to take that jump for a title shot, probably takes a fight with Bohachuk now.
Boots.
Just on risk reward. not Boots. I want. Did you see that Brian Norman rejected $1.3 million to fight Boots?
No, I didn't.
0.3 million. I see that.
Yeah, they rejected a good deal to fight Boots, saying they weren't paying him enough. And I'm like,
I
I get
right
it.
now, buddy.
Yeah, 1.3 million is overpaying. Hearn alleges more, but also like take that with a grain of salt.
How
But
much
he's
did
like,
Stanionis make?
probably about the same, honestly. It was a Riyadh event. Still, like $1 million for Brian Norman is a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of a duck, bro.
Like, I get it. You probably want to cash. Like if you're negotiating with Boots, you definitely want to cash out with a Riyadh card fight to make it a bid at least worth your time. Because I think Boots beats his ass real bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if we're like, that's what I mean, that like Turkey's ruined this shit, because everyone, like, a cash out should be like $1 billion for a fighter who isn't who honestly doesn't sell that good. But now we're in where's my $20 million paycheck from Turkey?
Mm-hmm.
When it's like,
It's
that's not like,
dude.
like that's what I mean by Turkey's ruined the economy of cash out fights.
But honestly, even then, I mean, as much as you hate Turkey, bro, at the same time, even if Turkey wasn't involved, I feel like he probably still wouldn't have taken that fight.
He wouldn't take
My
it,
opinion.
but I'm saying like it wouldn't be you couldn't just say it is, like, you can't hide behind Turkey Al-Sheikh isn't paying me $20 million like he did this other guy.
Some other people, yeah.
Because it like the inflation would be like, hey, maybe like, you know, that overvaluation would be like, hey, give me $2 million instead of give me tens of millions of dollars to lose.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Fuck Turkey, bro.
It's just the inflation of the sport here. We're I mean, even with the fact that we got to this point where people are expecting Eddie Hearn to give out even anything above $1 million, happened because of Matchroom America. If you remember that era when we were giving like Demetrius Andrade and Tevin Farmer $10 million.
The good old days.
We were given them millions of dollars to fight like Liam Williams and Jono Carroll, which, like,
I still find that egregious. I still think it's so fucking egregious that fucking Demetrius, out of all the boxers that they could have given millions of dollars to, had to be
Tevin Farmer and Devin Haney and Demetrius Andrade.
Yeah, that was the other one, was Devin Haney.
Yeah, like Devin Haney getting his getting an actual knockout and breaking his hand into like 20 pieces on a Logan Paul KSI undercard for like $2 million is like, it's ridiculous.
Hey, he got that dog in him. At least
Ridiculous.
He got that dog in him at the time.
Billy Joe Saunders also got paid way too much.
And Billy Joe Saunders, man, he's a Brit.
Lots of guys. Yeah, but he was on Matchroom America. He was on their payroll, so he got paid way too much.
He was on Matchroom America payroll?
Matchroom USA, yeah, it was the thing when DAZN first broke out into the boxing scene.
Leonard Blatnovic.
I know Billy Joe Saunders was part of that payroll. That's crazy.
He's a Brit guy, but he fought on like the Logan Paul undercard, and even then he's had the Matchroom USA branding.
Yeah,
it's a lot of like that's what I mean. Like he got like Eddie Hearn has basically gone from blank check to blank check, and it's ruined like these fighters that like maybe when they're cashing out they'd see $1 million. Instead, now everyone makes $1 million, and we're stuck with guys being able to duck fights and price themselves out by asking for $20 million. When, like, come on, man, when was the last time you sold above 10,000 pay-per-views?
It sounds like you're kind of I don't know the fucking word, but you're kind of supporting a Dana White argument. Sounds like it.
No, they should get but they should get paid what they're valued.
Leo, I think we gotta
not like I don't.
Dana White good? Is that what?
No, this isn't a Dana White good. Dana White gives these guys scraps. It's not the same. It's not the same. I literally wrote an article about how Dana White's a cancer.
Yeah.
Call
I
in,
I
call in, tell
I,
him
I
what
have the
Joseph
I have the paper trail. I have the paper trail. I think Dana White's a cancer,
Fake news.
but
Fake news.
I think people should get paid what they're worth. This doesn't mean pay them $20 million more than what they're worth, and it
Jeez,
doesn't mean pay them less than a line cook either. Like
Ooh, that's
if
crazy.
you sell good, you should get paid for what you sell. If you don't sell good, you should still get paid, but not like all the wealth in the world.
All jokes aside, yeah, you're totally right. You should not be paid $10 million to run around the ring with Jose Ramirez. Or however the fuck.
Like the excuse should not be you are not paying me all the wealth in Fort Knox. The excuse should just be I don't think I'm ready for this guy. Like you're just giving guys an excuse. And I hate saying ducking because honestly, it's Eddie Hearn. There's probably 6 different terms that probably went right against Brian Norman. You know how promoters always are. But
I would rather say that they're actually not ready for a fight than say that they weren't paid how much they were worth. You know what I mean?
yeah, because I know
like
I don't want to fight Boots for blank reason is way easier than you're only paying me $1.3 million.
All right, we got to keep moving. Still got a lot
We
to cover.
have to keep moving. That was a heavy tangent.
It was, but I mean, if you want to hear the whole thing, you already know where I'm going to tell you to go. So.
Oh yeah.
Support for this episode is from Malwarebytes. In today's digital world, threats are everywhere. From sneaky spyware to intrusive viruses, your computers and mobile devices are constantly at risk. Losing your personal data, financial information, or even having your device held ransom is a nightmare no one wants to face. And that's why you need to look at Malwarebytes. It's the ultimate shield for digital life. Malwarebytes provides powerful, real-time antivirus and anti-malware protection, keeping computers and smartphones safe from the latest threats. For those with 10 or more devices, Malwarebytes has you covered. From laptops and tablets to smartphones, Malwarebytes family plans provide comprehensive protection you can trust. Don't wait until it's too late. Secure your digital world with Malwarebytes and get the peace of mind you deserve, knowing that your data and your devices are safe. Go to mwb.lvx.be and get 50% off your subscription today. Here's a little hint, you can reuse that code later down the line with a new account. Keep saving for yourself and help us out a little bit too in the process. Support for this episode is from Ramen Bay. Ever have that ramen craving hit hard? You know the feeling. Sometimes you want that rich, savory broth and those perfectly chewy noodles, but you don't have time for all the fuss. Well, say hello to Ramen Bay. They've taken the best ingredients for ramen and freeze-dried them for ultimate convenience and incredible flavor. Imagine, vibrant vegetables, flavorful proteins, and aromatic seasonings, all ready to rehydrate into a bowl of pure satisfaction. No chopping or long simmering, just add hot water and a healthy spritz of Ramen Bay. Because the ingredients are freeze-dried and vacuum sealed, they lock in taste, giving you a quick and easy meal that doesn't compromise on quality or flavor. So, the next time the ramen urge hits, don't forget Ramen Bay. It's your new, not-so-secret ingredient to a delicious, hassle-free situationship anytime. Hit up the Bay for ramen and chill at ramen.lvx.be or use code LVX10 at checkout. Get yourself 10% off every order and help us out a little bit when you do. That's Ramen Bay. ramen.lvx.be. Hey, did you know that our little bee buddies are having a bit of a tough time recently? They're really important for so much of our food. Without any bees, we're going to have a lot less yummy stuff. The good news is that you can help the bees while also helping us. Support for this episode is from Project Honeybees. Every purchase adopts a queen bee, who will have her own colony if she doesn't already have one, and she'll be kept in a sanctuary in various places around the world. My adopted queen, who I named Queen Spider, she was found in a restaurant trash bin out back, but the name Queen Spider, that's a story for another time. So if you want to be a bee hero, would that be Beero? Check out bees.lvx.be and get a look at all the lovely gift ideas. There's bracelets, necklaces, earrings, a lot of jewelry stuff. Use code LEO33862 at checkout to help keep the bees buzzing. Buzz, motherfuckers.
The Brahmin website.
All right, moving into the previews. Friday, May 30th, Matchroom in Guadalajara at the Domo Alcalde. This one's headlined by Manuel Gallegos versus Khalil Ko. This is apparently a rematch.
Yes.
For a light heavyweight trinket in the WBC. But the real attraction here to me is Murodjon Akhmadaliev, aka MJ, versus Luis Castillo. This should be fun. I'm looking forward to this.
Yep. That one should be fun. Khalil Ko, I kind of rate Khalil Ko, but like he's very much someone who like, yeah, you met someone your size finally. Because his career up to the last loss against Gallegos was like guys who were technically light heavyweights, but definitely undersized. Like definitely, but like 168ers who moved up or just don't belong. Like they don't want to cut.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They don't want to cut. That makes sense.
Yeah, like Bunit Bisla fights like near his weight, and you could just see the size difference when he got in the ring with Khalil.
Leo,
So
I'll tell you, man.
Gallegos is actually his size.
For the first couple rounds of that fight, he was fighting pretty good, Leo.
Yeah, but again, someone
not
his own size.
untalented.
No,
Exactly.
you just can't bully this guy though.
Exactly. He's just kind of he's too small for him.
Yeah, 'cause he's a huge 175. But I mean, 175 is already kind of a land of giants, anyways.
Yeah.
Like remember Zerdo 175.
Barely.
Hey, wait in
Evil.
fight day weight was at like 220 for Bivol.
Yeah.
Like land of
Wait.
giants in the land of giants at this point.
Anything more for this one before we move on to the other card that's on at the same time?
Nope.
All right.
No.
Golden Boy in Las Vegas. This card's pretty light. This is a lot of prospects. Headline is pretty good though. Darius Fulgham versus Bektimir Melikuziev, aka Beck the Bully. Eric Priest in the co-main versus Luis Arias. That's a pretty good fight.
That's a good fight.
Yeah, Eric Priest is on the come up. He's pretty solid. I'm not saying he's going to be a world champion or anything, but he's solid. And Luis Arias is a good test, so that should be a good one. But yeah, Darius Fulgham versus Bektimir should be all right. Hopefully, I think Bektimir gets it done. Even though he got rocked by Gabe Rosado, late stage Gabe Rosado, I still rate Beck as a pretty decent opponent or a pretty decent fighter.
He's a good pro. He's a good offense. Oh yeah, that's why it's a good fight. But Beck's a good offensive fighter. But if he doesn't get going, he just doesn't get going much. Very limited if he can't land his body shots.
We'll see what happens to that fight.
Yeah, should be good.
All right, and the main reason we are here. All right, looking good on time. All right, PBC on Prime at the Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas. Holy shit, this is more information for a PBC card than I usually have.
It's a great card. Good PBC card too.
A lot of stuff going on here.
And it's free.
Oh, that's right. It's if you have Prime, it's free on Prime.
You should just have Prime to begin with. This is in the year of our Lord 2025. Like,
whatever the other faults of Amazon as a company, Prime is a good service to pay for. Like, it's worth the money.
It definitely
like it's me. Yeah, like just like the fact that you get music streaming, cheap shipping.
Invincible.
And I think they have a deal where you either get Dash Pass or whatever, like delivery services close to you.
Yeah.
Really? I'll have to look into
So
that.
It's sadly like, but yeah, Amazon's probably isn't definitely an evil corporation, but they make at the very least they give you a service worth your dollar.
They're kind of evil.
But still, they're still evil. They're an evil corporation for sure. But they're not scamming. They're not scamming you. Prime, please sponsor ProBucks.
Well, the ProBox fights you can watch on Prime, so
Yeah,
I think ProBox good.
ProBucks good always. Yeah, you actually can. Amazon and Roku, or just on the ProBucks app.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Get to the card, man. Get to the card.
Anyways, this is a good PVC card. Any highlights you want to highlight?
A few coming up from the bottom. Kermel Moten versus Miyamonte Mastrapa. Rennie Viamonte Mastrapa.
Another step up fight.
Another one for. I don't know. Is this a step up fight?
No, this is just like a nice like. Still a stay busy. Like again, he's a fresh 18-year-old with 7 fights.
7-0. Yeah, this is a good.
I use the wrong verbiage. I use the wrong wording. I meant
keep it stepping.
I believe
rather than step up.
Yeah, keep it.
I do believe in Kermel, but this is very much we're gonna continue putting him in front of a camera while he develops.
Yeah,
because he despite his immense talent, he's still a project guy. He can still get better.
Sure, yeah. There's a lot of things he can do that you can improve on that could make him a star of the future.
Yeah.
Isaac Lucero versus Luis Valenzuela. I'm not sure who these guys are, to be honest with you. I've seen their names before, but it's 2 undefeated guys, so that should be fun.
Yeah, always fun.
Yoeli
Hernandez
versus Kyron Davis.
Honestly, this is the one I'm looking forward to the most on the card.
They'll say no disrespect to Kyron Davis, but Hernandez, Cuban who can punch, never a boring watch.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. I think this one can go either way.
It is very early in Hernandez's pro career, so you're right. He's also 27, which is the Cuban 40.
Hey, Kyron, dude. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. I think if he wanted to, I think he could take it. I wouldn't count him out if I were you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, not counting him out at all.
No.
Had a draw with Anthony Durrell. Not bad. Got his ass kicked by David Benavidez. That lasted longer than I expected.
That's to be expected, honestly.
And Elijah Garcia, that should not have been a split decision. He took his.
No, that was not a split.
He took him to school on that one.
He's a good opponent.
The Cuban school did the new version of it, the puncher type, like Luis Ortiz, Yuriorkis Gamboa,
Morel,
David Morel. Yeah, the punchers.
Even Lara Ish when he wants to.
In the latter stages of
Erislandy.
Yeah.
Erislandy Alvarez. It's going to be.
Yeah.
Moving up, Jamal Charlo versus Tommy Lamana. Where have I seen
if Jamal isn't washed, he kind of wipes out Lamana.
But
fortunately,
Jamal might be very washed.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's like, I don't know how strongly I feel in saying that he's not washed.
How washed is he?
I was gonna say he didn't even look good against Montiel or Benavidez Jr., and that was 2 and 4 years ago, respectively.
That was kind of funny seeing Benavidez Jr. lose.
He looked kind of washed against Benavidez Jr. So
we'll see. So he might be good.
Lamana lost to Jorge Cota, who the demon, his name, who got his ass beat by Sebastian Fandora, Jermel Charlo, Jason Rosario, Erickson Lubin. Not a good. That loss has aged poorly.
Mm-hmm.
He lost to Brian Mendoza, who we all know Bohachuk, Tim Tszyu, Fundora. He beat Fundora. Lost to Jesus Ramos. Also
Yeah,
has not
lost
aged very
to-
well.
Yeah, it's like if Charlo's washed, it's gonna be a very long night.
Yeah.
Even if Lamana is fragile, but like I don't know, Charlo works his best when he's boxing, because the stoppages kind of just come when he's boxing. When he tries too hard, he gasses. He looks like shit.
That's
And-
the 7th round. If he goes past 7 rounds, he looks bad.
No, because he kept his gas with a Derevchenko when but he was boxing the whole time. He boxes. When he boxes, he looks great.
I'm talking about the last couple years.
Oh yeah, no,
After
he looks like
round
shit.
7. That's what I'm saying. No,
Especially-
I'm talking about like just recently. I'm not talking about like before. Like recently, after round
Recently
7,
in
dude, he
like
looks-
quotation
yeah.
marks. His last 2 fights have been. Oh, he
Well,
looked
those
like
are his
dog shit against
right? I mean-
Montiel. After
He hasn't fought
Yeah.
2 fucking
oh,
years.
recent as in 4 years. Recent if it was 4 years ago. So
I just mean like
I
his
can't
recent fights,
imagine his. I don't know. Charlo feels very very wasted talent
Bad but true.
Got sick.
because he's definitely. I found him to be the. Like when he's boxing, the better Charlo, because he's not as. He just has the better hand-eye coordination in finding spots, where Jermel is a little hesitant sometimes. But I mean, fuck it, 2 fights and 3 fights in 5 years is rough.
But the thing is that I feel like curse of planning a future fight between the 2 double headers. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Someone's got to lose.
yeah.
As,
Someone has to
as
lose.
it happens.
I
As
think
a- as a-
Charlo's more prone to lose here.
I was about to say, yeah, Charlo's gonna be more prone to lose. He's got fucking 2 years since, well, almost 2 years since Benavidez.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, it's gonna be rough.
I also just like Plant. I also just
Yeah.
like Caleb Plant a lot more. Caleb Plant also has cardio issues, but he doesn't lose his boxing ability when he gasses either. He just gasses.
The guy he's fighting, Resendiz, he's not a horrible fighter.
He's not
No.
terrible.
He's not bad.
Yeah, he's not bad at all. I think that's gonna be a good scrap for Caleb Plant. It's
Yeah.
a good stay busy fight, I gotta say. But
Oh,
if
yeah.
they're planning to put Jamal Charlo and Caleb Plant in the future, I don't know. I just every time they do those stupid double headers where in the future they're gonna fight, something always goes wrong.
Someone
This is a
always
fight.
does that. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a
Exactly.
fight that's been like in the works since like COVID, basically.
When it happens, it'll be fun.
So
It would
like
be fun.
it's gonna have like this is just more or less oh shit, we still have this storyline to play out, you know?
Mhm.
Especially because if Charlo comes back like not washed, like
Like, ooh my
What a-
god,
what-
Charlo's on his way
what
back.
what a perfect way to get back into the mix at 168.
With Caleb Plant too.
Yeah, especially if you stop him. Like
Oh,
Benavidez couldn't stop. Benavidez did not stop him. Benavidez put belt to ass on him later in the fight.
Which I'll tell you, that was a fun fight too. Benavidez Plant.
Well, that was a
Plant
good fight.
Plant has that fucking dog in him, dude.
Yeah, he did.
Like
I
that
was
Trevor
surprised.
McCumbee fight. Trevor McCumbee versus Plant, dude. Oh my god, that was fun. I love that.
Even
fight.
even the Durrell fight, like
Oh, that was iconic. Iconic. With
like
the
Plant's legs might not last all 12, but fuck his heart. His heart gives you everything.
Mm-hmm.
Even his
It-
his against Katsugati, his title fight, his first one, he gassed so late. He gassed late. He gassed late, but he didn't even go down. And Jose was putting belt to ass too in the last couple rounds.
The funniest thing is that with Caleb Plant, his biggest audience, his fan base, is the Hispanic community.
Yeah.
It's funny. I find that.
Well, it's because
so
the Canelo fight, he didn't like. You saw the other two fights that Canelo had, his title fights at 168. Like Callum Smith shriveled away and just kind of accepted it.
Yeah.
Saunders quit
On his stool.
basically as soon as the adversity came, basically.
Well, he's
Which,
fucked
like,
up.
I'll
Too.
I'll give anyone a pass for a broken orbital except for Saunders.
Except BJS. I want to say yeah.
He gets no pass considering Dubois had the same shit, and he's like, I'd never quit on my stool. I'd have to die out there. Next fight, breaks his orbital, quits on his stool.
And he's gonna come back. Fight Honor Ben or Chris Eubank.
What at the 170, 175?
I don't fucking know.
Fuck, have you seen those? He looks like a medicine ball.
Okay, dude. But anyways, back to Caleb Plant, dude. He was the one that gave Canelo the hardest fight
With the most heart.
Exactly, and that was a fun fight, dude. That was a fun ass fight too.
Yeah, like even when
That
Canelo
was
cracked him, like Canelo still had to go and finish him.
Oh yeah, and
He didn't
he got
just
up the first knockdown.
Fold. Yeah, he didn't fold. Canelo had to fucking hunt him. Yeah.
Fun as fuck. That was Canelo's last good fight.
Oh, don't remind me.
But Caleb Plant, I think he takes out Resendiz.
Oh yeah.
I think honestly,
Not that
he might knock
Resendez
him
is
out.
any bad. It's got to be early. It's got to be early. Caleb definitely, especially with Charlo on the card, is going to look great early. If it goes late, it's not going to look as great.
Yeah.
He's not going to look very great if they go
Leo,
long.
what are you thinking right now? Leo, what are you thinking?
Oh, thinking Caleb Plant probably going to end this pretty quickly. Resendiz is okay. I wouldn't write home about this fight. This isn't one I'd be like, hey, casual sports friends, check this out. This wouldn't be it.
This is something I get the hardcores over for.
Yeah,
A nice couple beers and some snacks. You get the hardcores in.
Yeah, the people who know like the Charlo Plant, the history to that would be.
Yeah, people. Yeah, like most you're gonna see are like the highlights and Carmel's fight on social media, and honestly, that might be all you need to watch if you're casual.
Yeah, unless just the highlights is pretty much all you're gonna see from these.
Unless Caleb Plant gets KO, of course.
That
That's gonna be a highlight
highlight.
on its own.
That's a highlight.
No, I mean like he's gonna be like that's gonna be the main like highlight, bro.
Oh,
Be
right.
the main one, main one.
Oh yeah.
That's all I had though. For the
That's
whole
it for this
card
week.
in general.
I think that's it for this week, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
All right, let me do. You've been listening to the Boxing B-Sides, a Lux Media production. If you're just dying to tell us how fucking casual you think we are, you can be a duck and text the anonymous line 833-589-7637. If you want to stand on your business, leave a voice message or send a voice note on WhatsApp. And if you're entertaining enough, you might make the final cut of the show. 833-LUX-PODS. If you prefer to hit us up on social media, the account name is LVX Media Net. That's all one word, and it's on the same on YouTube, Instagram, Blue Sky, all the rest of that bullshit. If you can't find us, chances are we're not on it. If you want to get yourself hooked up with ad-free versions of the episodes and you want to help us out a little bit in the process, look us up on Patreon. LVX Media Net over there, just like everywhere else. Even if you don't sign up on Patreon, you can still help us out by checking out the ad sponsors. You can also help by giving us a rating and a review on whatever app you're listening on. And don't forget, shop.lvx.be. You can snag yourself some threads and help us out there too. Intro and outro music by Middle of Nowhere Beats, and for more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lvxmedia.net. All right, cool. So,
Ramen ad.
no, not here. That's where the phone number and the social media stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Text ProBucks good to the number.
Get yourself signed up to get texts from me whenever, like late night WYD texts or you up ?
I wish I'd be getting those. Shoot.
So we're heading into PBC on Prime. Some fun stuff on Friday, and we got Ohashi coming up. What you got for parting words?
ProBucks good. Japan good.
I think Josh.
Brian Norman bad. Brian Norman bad.
I have a suspecting feeling that Josh might not like Turkel Sheik.
Maybe.
Not sure where you got that.
Suspecting feeling. I was suspecting feeling that Josh is a ultimate fucking casuals fan. Yeah, in disguise.
God, you wish.
Yeah, we talked the box over there too, so it's
I'm joking. We love ultimate fucking casuals over here.
yeah, it's all one big happy fucking family talking sports.
The big happy Lux family.
Parting words, fucking check out the social media handles. I'm most active on Instagram. I don't know, I keep trying to convince somebody to take over Twitter for me because I just really don't like using it, but there's that. And phone number 833 Lux Pods. Always interested to hear what you have to say. Shout out to Matt, thank you. Don King is indeed bad. So brave you can say it. So brave.
No,
Such a
Don King
very,
is
very
bad. That's my putting words actually. Don King's very bad.
That's
I
it.
don't think we caught that actually.
No.
Crap. Don King's bad.
In post, he's gonna edit it to say Dunking good in post.
Oh, hell nah, dude.
Nah,
Oh,
don't do it like that.
Propaganda. This is propaganda right here.
That's it for this edition of the Boxing B-Sides. We'll be back up in your ears next week.